What is up, Cancer? This is going to be your November 2018 reading. My name is Camille, and you are watching Millennial Tarot. Before we get started, I wanted to say that I am offering $10 tarot readings for any one question that you have. And I'm also expanding my services into natal chart readings. So if you have any question about what's going to happen, what's going on, how you feel, what happened in the past, that has to do with your specific and unique natal chart, then I'm doing those for $20. If this reading resonates or if it does not resonate, even more of an invitation to take advantage of those offers. But without further ado, let's get to you. This is going to be a 3-card spread, a past, present, and future, clarifiers if needed. Let's see what's going on with my Cancers this November. Do it twice more. Okay, we're going to clarify this card. Something is knocking you out of balance, big time. And so there's an indication here to whatever this thing, whatever this person, something is making it so, look, you can't go to sleep at night and just be at peace. And your inclination here, Cancer, is to want to fix that thing. You guys are cardinal water. So there's an emotional warriorship you guys have. Even if you don't know it, you have this fighting energy a lot. And I get that you want to make this thing fit into your life in a way where you can feel at balance again. But it might be that for some of you, the only way to achieve that balance again is to eliminate this thing from your life. So that came up big time. Let's get a clarifier here for this ending, and I'm going to show you your cards. Okay. Beautiful. So we're coming into this reading with Major Arcana Leo. We're in Libra season, but this is Leo. That is the Strength card. And now we have here the 6 of Pentacles. We moved into an outcome of the 5 of Cups. That is that emotional elimination of something being quickly clarified by this 2 of Wands, a new beginning, new options. When you let go of this thing, you feel like there would be a void, but actually what happens is the reverse. You have an entire wealth and a world of options opens up for you. So where you are hitching your star to this one wagon, and you're like, I need this thing. Like, I need it to work out. And for some of you, you might be able to make it work out. This is just November. It could work out in December, all these things. So it's like once you hitch your wagon to this star, or do you hitch stars to wagons or wagon to the star? Whatever, you know what I mean. Whatever this outcome, whatever this expectation is, there's going to be this inclination to you to want to really keep it in your life. And for some of you, this really has to be an elimination instead. And when you do that, that is when you're getting the thing. More things than you could ever thought. So we have anchor in the reading. This is Pisces. This is the moon, okay? This is you, ruled by the moon, all right? So let's talk about this. Cancer, first, right off the bat, nothing terrible is happening, right? It's always how we think about a thing that makes it more terrible or more daunting or more big and bad than it actually is. So let's talk about the Strength card coming into the Strength. We will be coming into Strength. Coming into this reading, rather. So, simply enough, this could be something that started Leo season. So what is that? The last half of July, first half of August. So anything that percolated for you around there, ooh, beautiful. It probably did because we had a lunar eclipse, and then we have this, moon here being kind of eclipsed by the sun. Or I guess it's opposite. So we had that lunar eclipse that was on July 27th. So if anything kind of like started for you then, any type of emotional journey started for you then, that could very much be why this Leo card is coming up. So I want you to pay attention to anything that happened to you, or anything that started, any thought process that started, any events that started around that time of the year. Now the Strength card is also coming in to say, boy, you've had to employ a mighty amount of patience. You've had to employ a mighty amount of, whew, okay, here we go. I'm waking up another day. Got to tame this beast. So there's a lot of Cancers who are just tired, and a lot of Cancers who are just constantly fighting. And, the Strength card always comes in to say, we control our outward situations by having the peace, by having the harmony of our inner selves. And we're able to then control these lions, control these beasts, where our inclination may be to throw a rock at something, or to tame something, or to put a leash on something to control. But you can put your little crab claws into things and want to control it. But the only way to really control the lion and have it not kind of rebuke you, right? Whatever the lion is for you, is to get to this place of peace in and of yourself. And when you get to this place of peace in yourself, your outer situations tend to change, because all of life is just a projection of what we're doing in here, right? So some Cancers, this is an accomplishment. This is something that you have been able to come to. Your life has become, in this area, whatever area it is for you, it has become wild. It has become, it's unpredictable. We think about lions, they're not necessarily unpredictable, but to humans, it's this huge predator. There's some part of your life that is compromising on your safety. There's some part of your life that does not make you feel whole. And like I said in the beginning, you just cannot go to sleep because it's gnawing at you. So these are, some of you Cancers are, I've tamed this beast, I've gotten here, things still kind of aren't in balance. And then there's some Cancers who are like still reckoning with whatever it is that is requiring of you strength. And let's just talk about that. The Strength card. We don't ever really have to employ strength when things are going well, when things are going the way that we want. We only really have to employ our strength when things are going opposite the way that we want. So we think about gravity and lifting muscles. We employ strength to stop things from falling, to stop things from being pulled down. So this is you really having to, and it's an emotional fight, because you guys are Cancers, you guys have the emotional wherewithal. This is an emotional fight to just keep yourself afloat. And, the Strength card is setting off the reading. And also she's just here to say, to remember, you've tackled these things before. You've tackled this beast before. It's probably a very familiar thing to you by now. Or you've reached this point where you have been doing it for so long, right? Building up that strength in your muscle, that you have the capacity to really deal with this in a way that you may be, underestimating yourself in that way. So this is big. This is a big time Cancer reading. Let's move into the Six of Pentacles, where you're trying to put things in balance. So for some of you, this could be a financial thing. Pentacles always ruling money, our daily lives, our routine, our good fortune, and our health and our physicality. So this is, this could be a health problem you're dealing with. It could be a money issue you're dealing with. Your finances were thrown out of whack because of what you've been tackling. But for some of you, it could very much be an emotional thing. There is no physical experience here on this earth, Pentacles, without the emotions that come with it, Cancer. So this is Six of Pentacles, and it's a card of austerity. So it's a card of pulling back, where you might be giving too much, spending too much, doing too much. But it's also a card of balance. And I'm not quite clear, and you'll know this for yourself, Cancers. The Six of Pentacles always shows two sides of the story. And in this reading, it's not quite clear who you are. You're either the giver, the one who's doing the austerity, and this is giving to yourself. It could also be giving to others. Sometimes giving to others puts us back into balance, taking ourselves out of ourselves and being more helpful to others. But for some of you Cancers, and maybe a lot of people watching this, just because we're moving into the Five of Cups, you're settling here for crumbs. You're looking up to this benefactor. Who is going to give me these things? Like why this person? I'm relying on this person to put me in balance, like we said in the beginning. I'm relying on this thing to put me in balance. I'm relying on the bank. I'm relying on my money. I'm relying on my spending. I'm relying on the person. I'm relying on the job. I'm relying on the health. I'm relying on my body. I'm relying on the day-to-day things to put me in balance. I'm asking. I'm on my knees. I'm settling for crumbs. I'm not in control. He holds the scales. He controls whether I'm in balance or not. That's not a great place to be, right? So November is really, for a lot of people, especially because Venus is in retrograde, Venus is about that value, self-value, where we value ourselves, and she's about money. She's about creativity. She's about our love for ourselves and others. So this could be a relationship thing, a value thing, a self-esteem thing, a physical body thing. She also rules health, fertility, femininity. So there's going to be, and for all the signs this is happening, there has to be a recalibration. And for you, Cancers, I'm sorry to say, whatever thing you think is going to give you balance, whatever thing you're waiting on, Pentacles is a slow energy. Whatever thing you're waiting on to put you back into balance. Ooh, no. I'm not saying that it's not going to work out. The rug will be pulled out from under your feet. You're going to have this devastation. Absolutely not. November is asking you to please take your power back. And where you have forgotten it, the Strength card comes in to remind you. You do have this tenacity and ferocity to demand of life and others to do things that you deserve, things that are in your highest good, things that you are worthy of. And where you are slipping and putting your power into external events and situations, into material things, into people, into things having to work out, you really need to draw that back in. And for some of you Cancers, the way that you get back into balance is to let go of the thing you thought would bring you the balance in the first place. Could be a person, could be an idea, could be a job, self-concept, where you are in life, your home, the thing, money. I'm going to call it the thing because you know what it is for you. The thing. You might have to let it go. Or it doesn't have to be, bye, I'm never going to talk to you again, or I'm going to quit my job. No, letting it go means taking out that emotional tentacle, taking out those pincher crab claws, just take it a step back. And it's hard for Cancers. It's easier for me because I'm an air sign. Detach. You must. And you'll see the thing. You'll see, this is gross. Like they're not treating me well, or why was I relying on that? And you will get your power back, and you will be back in balance because you say so, not because something else happened, someone else did something, but because you. And that's the recalibration here for you in November. Put yourself back into balance. We're not here. We're not going to be on our knees. Or for some Cancers, you could very well, be the one giving. Are you giving too much though? So let's move into the Five of Cups. Now this is where we are as November ends. Don't despair. It's clarified beautifully here by the Two of Wands. So the Three of Cups turned over. Well, shit. What was it? Was it the thing that didn't work out? The person is not really pulling through. The deal, the job, you didn't get the job. Things aren't happening. It could be. And those are things worth mourning. But not to the detriment of all the other great things that are coming in. And what I love about the Five of Cups, always, especially for those of you that are in relationships or thinking about relationships, ruminating on those things. The Five of Cups is like, I'm going to be focused on only things going terribly, or that have happened to me, or that are just sad. And Cancer has a tendency to do that. You guys are moody and reclusive. Okay, but great. There are these two upstanding cups. Two. Both being a number of balance again, and being a number of partnership. Where your relationship's not working out with that person, but they could be working out with that person. Or where is the situation not working out like that, but it could be working out with them. The Two of Cups, I love the Two of Cups because it's the true soulmate card, and it's a card of commerce. So this is encapsulating jobs, finances, health, practitionership, romance, all of it. The Two of Cups is upstanding. You are not looking at it at all. You are not looking at the parts of your life, the things that you could be getting in your life, because you are so focused on this. You're so focused on this and these crumbs. You're just like so disempowered. And it's almost like the Strength card is in the past position because you forgot about it. You forgot about your strength. You forgot about how strong you are. The Five of Cups isn't so daunting when you remember what you do have. And when you let go of things that you thought would put you in balance once again or make you happy, and you surrender that, you let it go, you detach. You're like, oh my God, I didn't see that thing over there. Because what's happening here for a lot of Cancers, let me just use my crystal. This is the thing that you want, right? Woo, I want it. And this is how you're looking at it. Oh my God. Can you like see anything else when you're looking at something this intensely? So when you back away from it, you take out your emotional tentacles, you detach, not in a mean robotic way, but in a way that is self-serving that can help you. That is when the world opens up and you're like, I did not see that detail, I didn't see that, I didn't see how that, blah, blah, blah. So some of you Cancers, the best way to regain balance is to let go of what you thought would bring balance in the first place. And let the universe fill you up with more options. This is the Two of Wands. This is the whole world is in your hands. This is new beginnings. This is, again, Wands, fire, passion, assertiveness, confidence. Where you feel down, fire lights you up. Where you feel cold and you do, maybe, fire warms you. So this is a return to a place. This is a promise. This is an invitation to just see what else the universe has to offer. And when you do that, when you give into that, give into the vastness of it all, that is when you have so many options and you're just so ready to begin again. You have the whole world in your hands. Why are you just looking at this one piece of the world? No, So anchoring your reading was the Pisces card. It's the Moon card. This is significant both because you were ruled by the moon and because of that lunar eclipse I talked about, which was kind of where this all started for you probably. The moon invites you to go within, and you guys are good at that. And there's always a temptation with the moon to kind of stay there, to kind of dwell, to be in that weird little place where, scorpions and dogs, howling, whatever. But the moon also represents things coming out in light that were once kept under cover of darkness. So you're finding something out either about yourself or about the situation or about others. It could be a very good thing. It could be a very healing thing. And that is going to help put you back in balance or to put things back into perspective. But mostly what the moon is coming up to say, and this is how I truly feel that this is why it came up, is you need to rely on your own wisdom. The moon is your ruling planet. It is that anchor inside of you. It's the thing from which all things sprout. So this is representing a return to self, a return to your own knowingness, where you have given away your power, given away your agency and authenticity to these outward things, to these material things, to other people. The moon is an invitation to come back to yourself. Come home to yourself. Whatever that looks like to you. However you put yourself back in balance when nothing else is there and nothing else is available. How you treat you when you are the only one that is there. That is the moon. That is the invitation. That is the call to put yourself back into balance with yourself and by yourself. Put the pieces back together yourself. And lean on spirituality, meditation. The moon is a mystical card, tarot readings, astrology, all those beautiful things. Just the things that are always inherent and there for us and can never be taken away. That is the moon. That is you. That is your ruler. Instead of relying on the outward things. And to the extent, you can't live in a hermit crab. You can't be the hermit and kind of just be in your room and be in spirituality all the time, because you do have to go out into the world. That is here for you. That is a Two of Wands. This is not Camille saying you need to just meditate and take deep breaths all the time and don't let any outward situation ever enter your life. No. This is saying that the toxic ones, the poisonous ones, the ones that you attach too much to, the people that you attach too much to, this is to say to let them go or to decrease their importance in your life, right? Put them in the outer parts of your solar system, not so close to you. And then what you get in return is this invitation of so many other options, so many other people, other jobs, other ways to make money, other ways to feel good. Okay? Cancer, this has been my reading for you. There's always one reading each month that is like super deep and super esoteric. So I hope that worked for you. Of course, if you need clarity about your personal situation, I'm here for that, one email away. But until then, I do hope that this video finds you well. Take care, and I will see you in December. Remember, you hold the power. Put your own self back into balance. All right? Bye.